Welcome to Figure Feedback. My name is Jeremy, and not too long ago, I did a podcast episode called Life After McFarlane. And in that episode, I looked at some different toy lines and different figures that I'm interested in. And I was thinking about getting more into those things to get away from the tunnel vision that I developed when I was collecting mostly McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse figures. And I decided that I really like the JOYTOY Warhammer line. I think that Warhammer is just an amazingly depressing but still awesome universe, and I wanted to collect more figures from that line. So that is what I did. And of all places, I decided to pick up my second JOYTOY Warhammer figure on Temu. Why? Because it was cheapest there, and I got it in the mail today, and I'm going to open this up and we're going to take a look at it, and we're going to see how good Temu did with this and if this is actually the real deal. So just real quick, if we can look over at the computer for a second here, you see that this is the figure that I purchased. So this is the Salamanders Eradicators brother Tekrin, and I got him on Temu for pretty much around this price. $23.89 was one of the cheapest places that I found it. In comparison, if I swing over to JOYTOY's site, he's on sale right now for $34.49. And another thing that I noticed over on Temu is that there's a lot of JOYTOY Warhammer figures that are really competitively priced compared to what you'll find on JOYTOY's website and Amazon. So if you are thinking about getting one or more of these figures, I think you should check out Temu, see if you can find it for a better price there, and then you get free shipping. And it took about a week to get to me, so not bad of a wait at all. And if you do decide to do this, you can check the link in the description where I'm going to leave to this figure that I purchased, and it is an affiliate link. So if you decide to click on that link or use my code or whatever on Temu, you could potentially save yourself some more money on these figures or whatever else you might want over there, and then it also helps me out too. So just a little full disclosure for you. But now let me open this up, take a look at our new Salamander figure here. I think that the Salamanders may be my favorite Space Marine chapter because out of all of them, they seem to be the less evil than most of them. They still have some humanity. They can be nice sometimes, and that's rare. So when I took this out of the mail, it was wrapped in plastic, but there's no tape on the box. I'm not sure if it ever has tape on the box, but here is the figure in the clamshell packaging. I'm gonna get a nice good look at this guy. Let's take him out. First, let's just take a nice look at this guy, nice up and close. I haven't even tried any poses or anything with him. Ooh, he's still got a little bit of silica gel in there. But there we go. I really do like these JOYTOY figures. I think they do a fantastic job with the detail of these guys, with the paint. And this is a pretty standard Space Marine. When you start getting into the fancier stuff like the Custodes and Primarchs and just people of higher rank, they have so many more adornments on them. It just looks so amazing. All right, so here is just the figure. It's got quite a few additional accessories in the box as well. Like, look at this. It's like this backpack accessory that's attached to this really awesome looking gun. Look, I don't know what the gun is called. I just know that it looks cool. Look at that. We got that bronze right there just kind of fading into that black. Very nice paint work on this. And I can just attach this to his back. All right, so real quick, that's how he looks holding the gun. I love the fact that his trigger finger is actually resting over the trigger like that. And once it's in there, it just slides very nicely into place. That is awesome. Try to get some other poses with this guy in just a second, but there's more accessories in this box. For 23 bucks, this is not bad at all. So check out this alternate head sculpt for him. This is without the top part of his helmet. Looking good, nice portrait. And since these are salamanders, their skin is a lot darker. So yeah, he's got red eyes, looking good. And then last but certainly not least, there's some interchangeable hands here. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 interchangeable hands in addition to the ones that is already on him. So I got myself a couple of fisted hands here, There's an additional trigger finger hand. There is an open palm hand and a slightly open hand. Pretty much like the hand that he's using to hold on to the top of this huge weapon here. So all of this for about $23. That is a really good deal, you know, especially considering all of the nice details. Okay, so let's take a look at some articulation here. All right, so let's just start with this right arm right here and the left arm. It's got like these big shoulder, what do you call those things, like pauldrons? I'm not sure, but you know, that stops the articulation from going too far back like that. But we got a nice bend right there, goes all the way back to touching the arm. We got a hinge right there on the hand, so I can move that up and down. It also swivels. We also got the swivel right there at the right above the elbow. There's a swivel there. So for the head, since it's just sort of enclosed, there's not a whole lot of motion that you can do with the head besides just kind of like left and right and a little bit up and a little bit down. So not too much. Here's the legs. For a guy this big, look how far he can kick that leg up. We got the articulation at the ankle. We've got some, I guess that would be toe articulation or just the end of the boot articulation or whatever. It also swivels left and right. Let's check out that knee bend. That's how far we can get that knee to bend just like that. Yeah, that is pretty good. I do like that. He's also got like these little coil things on the back of his boot, and when I bend his knee as far as I did, it just sort of popped out of its socket. But you can just put that right back on so it's not broken. And yeah, we got some, look at this sort of like these ab crunch here. Can rock that back and forth, you know, it kind of rotates and moves around, a nice little circular motion there. These JOYTOY figures are just a joy to hold and mess around with. This is my 4th JOYTOY figure, and I have liked every single one that I've gotten. But yeah, for now, let me put the gun back on this guy. Let's see what kind of poses that we can get out of him. So those are just some quick poses that I managed to get out of this guy along with my first JOYTOY Warhammer figure, and I just really enjoy these guys, you know. And even though they're not the usual 6-7+ inch figures that I usually have, I think that this makes up for it with the amount of detail that they put into these figures, with the paint, with the sculpt, with the shading, the accessories, and overall for a really decent price. And these are just the standard figures. I cannot wait to get into the more fancier ones, and those are the ones that's going to be more expensive, but they are going to look so much more awesome. But yeah, like I said, very good price for this guy over on Temu. So if you want to check it out and see what else they might have over there, roll the dice a little bit, check that link in the description. It'll take you over there. You'll see what they got. Maybe you can save yourself a little bit of money too. But that's it. My tunnel vision is starting to clear up and is looking good. So thank you all so much for watching. And until next time, take care of yourselves and I'll speak to you soon.